Hello again, and welcome to another edition of Doc Talk with Monument Health. My name is Mark Houston, and joining me again, Kyle Lemley. He's back with me today. Hi, Kyle.
Hey, how are you?
Nice to have you back. Kyle, of course, is a critical care specialist and pediatrician at Monument Health, pediatric critical care specialist.
Correct.
And joining him is Shawn Powers. Shawn, we've worked with you for a number of years. You're the program manager for Children's Miracle Network at Monument Health.
That's correct.
Hello, Shawn. Glad to have you back.
Yes, thank you. Thanks for having me.
You bet. We're heading into that time of year now where a lot of people are going to be thinking about, well, giving, really. That's what the holidays turn into, I think. And, you know, we at Home Slice have always been very supportive of Children's Miracle Network. It's always been very important to us. We have families here that have taken advantage of what Children's Miracle Network does. So I'm happy to have both you guys in here to talk about a little bit about what's coming up for December. We kind of want to talk about a kind of a big push to wrap up the year, right? How, Dr. Lemley, how does this affect you personally as being a pediatrician, being in critical care?
Without Children's Miracle Network, we just couldn't do what we do. A lot of our beds, cribs, a lot of the toys that I play with in the pediatric ICU, I always say really the reason I went into intensive care is because I have a lot of toys that I can play with. And I wouldn't have my toys without Children's Miracle Network providing them for us. Not to mention just the paint on the walls for the murals and all of the fun things that we have up for the kids and everything. We really lean on them a lot to provide all of that for us.
So all of that comes directly from the money that's raised from that then, correct?
Yeah, big and small. The money raised through all fundraising efforts for Children's Miracle Network, it stays here locally and it benefits these areas where our youngest patients are coming to us each and every day. It's little things like that the kids really appreciate, the comfort items, the toys, the games, the stuffed animals, crayons, coloring books, those little things that help them pass the time and distract them from what's going on in the hospital, all purchased with funds through Children's Miracle Network, all the way up to the big ticket items, the equipment, the toys that Dr. Lemley is talking about that he uses in the care for these children. And everything in between. You know, we can sit here and talk for hours about all the wonderful ways that we're able to use Children's Miracle Network funds to support our caring environments and our caregivers and the kids and families that receive the care.
And I think it's interesting that a lot of people, because we'll do once a year, we'll do the Children's Miracle Network Mediathon, where we take a whole day and we just talk about raising money for that. And a lot of people think it's just, well, they're raising money for like the big pieces of equipment, the big important pieces of equipment. But like you said, Dr. Lemley, it comes down to these little things, too, that almost help kids, well, probably in a pretty big way, get through what they have to get through, right?
Right. And I mean, you can imagine no one can plan when they get admitted to the hospital, right? And so for kids' birthdays, sometimes they're in the hospital. And so we can lean on CMN to provide a birthday present or something like that. Christmas.
Oh, I never even thought of that. Yeah, I suppose that plays into it too.
Yep, Santa Claus visits, all of those kinds of things, just to help the kids cope with being in the hospital at an inopportune time.
Right. Now, there's going to be a big. There's improvements happening to the pediatric. Isn't there a brand new section coming to Monument Health? That's what I'm trying to get at.
Yep, for children, the NICU.
Yes, there we go.
And then the postpartum area, women's and children's build that we are finalizing the process of. And
now that's all stuff in your department as well, right? That's all going to benefit you?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
So when do we have any idea when that is scheduled to begin or wrap up, or has it started?
The Children's Miracle Network piece of that, we're in the middle of it.
Okay.
We're fundraising to help make sure that happens.
Was that a part of what we did? Were you helping that this year too? Last year?
Yes, the last couple years we've been in a fundraising campaign to raise as much as we can to support this very exciting new remodel, basically, of our children's wing of the hospital. Which is going to make significant changes to the healing environment there. And, we want to do our part to make sure that it's gonna have all the latest and greatest equipment and all those things. So
Right.
coming very soon. We're in the designing and planning phase and what the needs are and what everything looks like. And
We've seen a lot of pictures and renderings of what it's going to look like. We don't have a specific date to start the build yet, but we're getting everything lined up. So when we do have all of the funds together and can get that started, we're not then starting the process of design and stuff. All of that will be done, so we can get started.
So I know you have you have the tools to make kids' lives better right now, but do you get super excited as a doctor to see what's coming in this sense, to see now really what you'll be able to unleash in helping these kids?
Yeah, I think what we can do for kids in our area and the region is just starting. I can't wait to see how Shawn and I are able to work together with Monument Health and really just explode this thing in the next few years. And I think what we are going to be able to see the kids being able to stay locally, and the care that we're going to be able to provide locally is just going to drastically change.
And that's such a big part of this, because if you have kids, you know that it's hard to get them dressed and up and out the door to go to school, right? So, I mean, if they're sick and they don't feel good, and now you're like, no, we got to get in the car, we got to drive to Denver, we got to drive to Minneapolis, we got to drive to a city that has these world-class childcare facilities. You guys really are planning on bringing that to Rapid City, right?
That's the plan.
Right. So what we're hoping for as we move into December here, when people are kind of finalizing their giving for the year, right? I guess personally, because of how much we've worked, Shawn, with CMN, I think a fantastic place to give is to Children's Miracle Network as we get ready for these big fun improvements, right?
Yeah, obviously very biased in
Sure.
my take on that as well. But when making a gift is a very, very personal decision, and I think that donors out there knowing where their dollar goes is so important when making a decision about where to make your gifts.
Right.
And with Children's Miracle Network, 100% of what you give, it stays in this community, and it goes to the areas where you want to see it go. These areas where these kids are actually at getting their care. Every penny of it goes there.
And it's not just for, a lot of people consider CMN for just NICU and the babies, but this is all the way up to age 18, right? That's how this works.
That's how it works, and we support. Our pediatrics and pediatric intensive care unit, the NICU. We support our emergency department where kids are coming through the doors every day. We provide them with, comfort items, toys, games, crayons, coloring books. Our family medicine residency clinic, we're supporting them as well. Just basically anywhere within Monument Health where kids are receiving care, this money is being spread around to all of those areas. So the impact, the reach is so far stretched.
That would be my next question. Just, I mean, how far you've said the word region a couple of times. How far? What is the impact with Children's Miracle Network and Monument? Like, how far out will we be able to go with all of this? Well, with the money and the new improvements that are coming.
I don't think we actually know that yet.
Okay.
So I think we, as an organization, what functions as a pediatric ICU is still called, as we talked last time, the Advanced Care Peds Unit. And so we haven't even really advertised regionally, much less a lot locally, of what care we're providing. And so next summer, we're hoping to be able to change the name from the Advanced Care Peds Unit to the Pediatric ICU. And we're working with our marketing team and everything to start branding and having all kinds of things to be able to take out to our local ERs and regionally, and just, we'll be going into Wyoming and southern North Dakota, northern Nebraska, all over the region, and just letting them know what care we provide and stuff. And so then I think at that point we'll start seeing even what our region will actually look like. And then we'll be asking CMN to even do more. And so we'll be coming back and going, hey, guys,
right,
let's fundraise some more because we have a lot more kids coming now.
And we love it, obviously. We think that, especially around those times when the fundraising happens, you see what Rapid City and the region really does and how they come together. It's amazing. Every single year when we see those numbers and when it's all said and done, what people have done. So I think people generally care because deep down you have to understand that you never, ever, ever really want to see you, doctor, as a child, right?
Right.
But thank God that it's here, that you get that opportunity to meet with doctors like yourself, Shawn, that you have put together these events to make sure that this fundraising happens. Because if it ever does happen, you don't have to leave Rapid City. And that can make all the difference in the world, I think, for this. So as we get into December, Shawn, how are people going to be able to give as we get closer to Christmas time? What's the best way to do this?
Well, like you said, I mean, we do a number of things throughout the year. We try to provide as many opportunities to people to give to Children's Miracle Network. We've partnered with Home Slice the last probably close to 15 years now.
It's been a long time.
It's been a long time on our Mediathon event. But 24/7, 365, you can always go to monument.health /Children's Miracle Network, /CMN.
Right.
And there's an online giving portal where you can make a gift today to give to Children's Miracle Network and support kids in this community that are in our hospital right now, that are going to be walking through the doors this holiday season.
Yeah.
Those kids are going to need the support. And that's going to be the easiest way to give, is to go online and make the gift. You search Children's Miracle Network and the Monument Health program is going to show up.
Perfect. It made it super easy then.
It makes it super easy.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right.
And then, of course, throughout the year, keep tuning in.
Just watch for
we'll
we'll watch for various events. You guys are everywhere. I know we do the guitar is also for Children's Miracle Network. The Golden Guitar, right?
Our Golden Guitars project. That's our newest project that we have.
So much fun. That is such a great night.
We've partnered with the Monument and Corey Van Sickle of Corey and the Fireflies, where we do these really cool gold ribbon custom guitars. And the artists that are coming to perform at the Monument, they autograph the guitars for us. They're displayed in the Monument. And then every June, we have a big gala event where we auction off the guitars to the highest bidder. And it's been a very successful.
Oh boy, has it!
It's been a very successful, overwhelmingly successful project for us.
It's the best gala I've ever been to.
Were you there last June?
I got to go this past June.
Did you? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
awesome. I happened to be in town and got to go with the foundation. And it was a blast. I can't wait to go this next year. So.
It's gonna. Well, I know we have a couple of them out there that we've, artists that we've always enjoyed here too. I think what was the highest bid last year or last June was. One got up to $32,000.
Just shy of that number. Yeah,
that was amazing.
It was crazy.
It's been fun because you never know what musician, what artist is going to resonate with someone, and it just happened to have the right guitars in the auction block, and people that had wanted to give generously to Children's Miracle Network already, and then an artist that they really have a close connection to comes up. And
that auction environment sure does help.
It does,
because boy, you never want to lose that bid, and so it just keeps going up. But it's all going to, like you said, money that stays right here that will never leave Rapid City. So, Dr. Kyle Lemley, thank you again for coming in and talking about this.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it, and I'd like to see your passion for this. I think a lot of people, that gives them just a great sense of comfort to know that doctors like you are here in the region, and you're behind this, and you want to make a difference. Right?
I can't wait to see 15, 20 years from now what's going to happen. My wife's a pediatric hospitalist, and she's working with me, and we talk all the time I just can't wait to see what it's gonna be a few years down the road. So.
Well, it's going to be fantastic. And Shawn, it's because of the work you're doing too that make this such a success. And like I said, we've always enjoyed working with you, and I'm glad you came in and talked a little bit. Yeah. Shawn Powers is the program manager for Children's Miracle Network.
I appreciate that. It's obviously very rewarding work in what we do, but a big part of that for me is the relationships that I get to make with people in our community that fundraise on our behalf. And I'm speaking about you and the Home Slice team. We couldn't do this without it's community dollars that stay in the community, and it's our community members that are helping us get to our goals and reaching the success that we've reached. So thank you for all you do for Children's Miracle Network and being a big part of everything that we have going on in the year.
And again, you can go to Monument Health's website, monument.health/CMN, to make your donation before Christmas time. Thank you guys both. Dr. Lemley, Shawn, thanks for coming in. I appreciate it.
Thank you.